And it wasn't until the family crisis that I wrote, "Is life worth living?" on the bills in my wallet. It's clear my parents were different when I was born. They'd never name me after a Roman poet now. Actually, it's a pretty cool name. Ovid was the guy who retold the myths a couple thousand years ago. Like King Midas and his gold fetish, the kid Icarus who flew too close to the sun, Mira who was turned into a tree. Mr. Cranks, my humanities teacher, got a real kick out of my name. After the second class, he handed me the Roman Ovid's Metamorphoses, a small book in small type, along with a play with the same name. "Ovid, these are from my personal library. I dug them out last night just for you." He put his hand on my shoulder. "You should read them." "Okay," I said. "This one's got all the myths by your namesake, and this modern play is based on it. You'll appreciate them. Let me know what you think." "Okay, thanks." Jesus, at first I thought maybe Mr. Cranks was coming on to me. But it turned out I read that play 3 times. I could totally relate in this weird way. The way I started to see it was that all of us at Lambert High are wrestling with the messes the gods got us into, or we got ourselves into, or our fate designed for us. Whatever. It seems like we're morphing into creatures of all kinds, just like in the myths. And we all have our stories, myths, reality, a little bit of both, that somebody knows, or everybody knows, or nobody knows. Perfect pitch. The minute me, my friend Jack, and his girlfriend walked into the Abyss, this underage club last Saturday, I knew I was in one of my envious moods. Through the dark of the room, I could see Orpheus, and that's what I call him now, lyre, saxophone, what's the difference, warming up with his band, his jet black hair under the spotlight. He came over, all smiles, and led us to a table near the front. After Orpheus hopped back on stage, Jack laughed. He's got perfect pitch. Someone farted in math the other day, and he yells out, "B flat." When the gig started, Orpheus was so damn smooth on the tenor sax, I could see all the girls at the nearby tables leaning forward. By the time he got to his killer rendition of Soul Eyes, he really had him going. I mean, Jesus, Orpheus got a girlfriend in record time, right after he moved here to Northern California from Chicago last spring. Dahlia, no less Miss Independent. I wish he'd bottled what he's got with girls. I'd buy a couple cases. Of course, so much of it's tied up with his music. Seems like he connects with the girls through his eyes when he's playing. But he's not a player. He's really into Dahlia. I wouldn't be surprised to see him serenading her under a window. And he'd go to hell and back for her. All the way, no question. I didn't see him again until today, outside English class. I was scribbling my algebra trig homework at morning break. He slouched down near me on the low cement wall and stared into space. "What's up?" he asked. "Nothing really, you?" "Not much," he said. "The band's got another gig at the Abyss in a couple weeks." "Cool," I said, stuffing my algebra into my notebook. Orpheus smiled, but the bags under his eyes gave him away. He looked like shit. I'd heard some talk about him and Dahlia over the past couple days. Maybe it was true. Orpheus scratched at the scruff on his chin. For a second, he seemed like he wanted to say something, but he must have changed his mind. "Catch you later, Ovid," he said, standing up and shaking out his long legs.
Orpheus and Dahlia. Doesn't the rain need the clouds? Doesn't the ocean need the sand? Doesn't the wind need the sky? That's how Orpheus needed Dahlia. And Dahlia liked it fine, until she stopped liking it. I love you, Orpheus, like the lightning loves the thunder, like the mountain loves its trees. But it'll never work between us if you don't give me some fucking space. Give me some space, and we'll be great again. Just prove you can do it, just for a few weeks. Orpheus didn't call her, didn't text her, didn't email her, didn't find her between classes, until he felt like rain without a cloud, sand without an ocean, wind with no sky to blow around in. And he sent her a text, just once, just that once, "Miss you." And it was over.
Venus, are you out there? So if I'm going to be perfectly honest, the only guy I know who has his head on straight about girls, about life, is my friend Jack. He's been on top of things since we were best pals in kindergarten, when he got us both into the reptile group, so we could joke and fool around together all day. Now he's got everything mapped out to go to a state school. His mantra: shoot for pretty good grades, a 2.8 GPA, but don't kill yourself. Leave time for varsity baseball and plenty of time for a girlfriend.